The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's gonna high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Mora High School for tonight's girls basketball matchup here on Nice 95.5 KBEK. As the intro announced, I am Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's girls basketball game here in Mora between two now Great River Conference foes, the Mora Mustangs and the Braham Bombers. Taking a look at this matchup, these two teams have already played once this year, and again, for the most part, Mora played everyone in the Great River Conference when they weren't part of the conference at least once a year, and now that they're part of the conference, well, I think a lot of teams, maybe not all, but a lot of teams are pretty happy that they're in the conference and get to see them more than once. Again, maybe not all teams, but I think for the most part, teams are pretty happy that they're in the conference because they were basically a conference team anyways, and I think teams are just like, okay, well, let's just get them in the conference so we can just keep playing them and make it count for a lot of something here, as it has now this year counted for a lot of something. As we take a look at the last matchup here between these two teams, well, unfortunately for the Mustangs, it was the Bombers taking full control of that one. A 72-34 win for the Bombers just a few weeks ago in Braham for that game. So it was the Bombers taking the victory there in that one. Braham is, of course, ranked second in the conference, just behind Crosby Ironton, who is undefeated on the season and in conference play. So not surprised to see Crosby Ironton back up there with Tori Orline. She's only a junior, though, so they'll have her again for next year, and they'll try and go for a back-to-back conference championships here in their brand-new conference of the Great River. But Braham, again, a very good team, 18-5 on top of Section 5A. Not just their subsection, which is 5A East. They're on top of the entire section at 7-1 and ranked 6th. They're the 6th team in the state of Minnesota. That is right. They are the 6th ranked team in all of Class Single A, and they are on top of all of Section 5A. Not just the East part, but all of Section 5A. They are, of course, on top of Section 5A East too, at the top spot there. But they are also on top of the section. They're 18-5 on the season, as we mentioned. They're scoring 64 points per game, only giving up 41. That is the best in their section, all of their section, not just the subsection, but all of their section. And it is one of the best in the state, ladies and gentlemen. There are very few that are better. Cromwell Wright is better at only allowing 35 points per game, believe it or not. And that's almost it. Then you got Grand Meadow, who is one of the top 15 teams in the state. They're only allowing 40 points per game. They're tied with Sleepy Eye St. Mary's at 41 points per game, but that's it. So they're tied for fourth best, because Mayor Lutheran is at 39. So they're tied for fourth best in the state with 41 points per game. That is the fourth best defense in all of Class Single A, and there is a lot of teams in Class A. So for Braham, fourth best defense in Class Single A at 41 points per game. For Braham, again, one section loss. They're 18-5 on the season. As we take a look at some of their losses, one of them came to the top team in the conference, Crosby Ironton. The other one was a loss to Upsala, who they lost to by 1 point. That was kind of a interesting game, and I have a feeling if they were to play again in the playoffs, Braham would have that one in hand. Their other loss was to Mountain Iron Buell by 11 points there in that one, or 12, excuse me. They did lose to Proctor, a very close one, but it kind of pulled away for Proctor at the end. And then to Malacca. That was an interesting game. And I think just in the stance that Braham lost by double digits. Now, let's give Malacca a ton of credit because Malacca's defense is, again, one of the better in the state, but their team has all of the experience. And when we're talking about experience, we've got a lot of it inexperience this year with some of our local teams, but with the experience that some of these teams have, Malacca has all of it. And I mean all of it. Malacca has had that team together for years now, and it is paying off this year. They are the top 4 team in class. What is it? 2A. So, but it was again an interesting double-digit loss. But then they've since been on a 3-game win streak over East Central, Pine City, and Hinckley. And listen, this will be one of their final games. They'll have their final regular season game on Thursday as they host Barnum. For the Mora Mustangs, it's been an interesting year. It's been tough sometimes. They currently sit last in Section 6AA. They're 1-7 in the section, 6-17 overall. Score 48 points per game, give up about 60. And it's just, again, it's been a tough road this year. Now for Mora, last Monday, they played one of the top teams in Section 6AA right down to the wire, losing by only 5 to Spectrum, 61-56. And they pulled away at the end there, did Spectrum, but Mora gave them a run for their money. And then they went into last Friday's game up against Pine City and gave Pine City everything they could handle, but the second half was kind of the talk in that game where Mora just didn't have that same energy in the second half as they did in the first. So it was pretty tough there for the Mustangs. They had 16 turnovers last Monday against Spectrum, which isn't terrible, but again, you can definitely clean that up. They only shot 19% from field goal against Pine City. I was not aware that it was that low. So if you're Mora, that's something that you got to improve upon. We talk about field goal percentage a lot here for basketball and shooting the ball. If you're under 30, 32, 35%, that's not good. I think for high school maybe it dips down to 25, 30, but usually you want to be up around that 30, 35 mark for field goal percentage, even into the 40s for the really good teams, but for this Mora team, they'll want to get back to around that 28, 30% mark here tonight. Coach Potsky has coached in this Mora Mustang basketball program for 31 years, but this is their final home game of the season. They'll wrap it up with 2 road games tomorrow at Pillager and then Thursday at St. Cloud Cathedral. Well, now that we have some schools closed tomorrow, some are doing e-learning. Some are still open in the afternoon. I did see that there are actually quite a few that they will have the e-learning day. School will be closed, but they're still open at the end of the day tomorrow for their athletics. So we'll keep you up to date on that. But for Mora, it's kind of a tough end of the season. Again, not just because they got to finish the regular season on the road twice, but this is the last time Coach Jay Powski is going to be coaching in a home game. This is going to be his last season as he is going to be retiring from coaching basketball. In the program, they say they want to just thank him for his dedication, love, humor, and eagerness to be part of the program. And 31 years a part of the basketball program is a good chunk of years to be a part of any program. But for Coach Powski, it's an end of an era for this Mora basketball program. 31 years, and this will be his final home game he coaches in. The last regular season game will be on Thursday, and then they get into the playoffs. But before we get into all that and why I think Mora won't be one and done in the playoffs, let's look at them again, scoring 48 points per game, giving up 60. But again, I just these seniors have put in the work. Megan Sperling, Tegan Osling, and Amber Fix, just the work that they've put in. This is still a younger team, even with those 3 seniors, but let me tell you something. This team, next year, the year after, and the year after that, this team is going to be a tough team to beat, no matter who they play, whether it's Crosby Ironton or a Pine City or a Brant. It doesn't matter, or a Spectrum even, or teams like Sauk Center, Royalton, who are at the top of Section 6AA. Those are going to be tough teams. Those teams are going to have a tough time beating this Mora team down the road in the years to come. Continuing for the Mustangs, they gave a little bit of a spotlight to freshman Macy Schwarzbauer, and each of this team members on this Mustang team wrote a word down that they wanted to use for the season. Her word was growth. She chose that word, quote, "I choose the word because I want to continue to grow every day in everything I do." So that is Macy Schwarzbauer, word of the season. And again, I think that is the word maybe just for the team as well. Again, they have the 3 seniors, but one of the things that they have done, even despite only having 6 wins on the season, they have grown. They have grown a lot this year. And I've watched multiple games for them and the teams that they've played and teams that they probably could have and maybe even should have beat. Man, they play so well. They play so tough. They play so scrappy. They're not just going to lay down and give you a win. No matter how far they're down, no matter what it is, they're going to play hard to the very end. And that's not easy to do, especially as a young team. A lot of times young teams, when they're down, they can just, kind of hang their heads and give up. But that's not the mentality of this team at all. More of their 6 wins came against East Central, Aiken, Mille Lacs, and then to Legacy Christian Academy, Long Prairie Gray Eagle, and Aiken once again. But it has been tough. Again, Spectrum and Pine City, those two you look back and go, those probably should have been wins for them. Then Hinckley Finlayson, they lost to them by 2, and Moose Lake Willow River only by 6. So there's 4 wins right there that they should have won. That gives them 10 wins and gets them to 13 losses. So that gets them near 500. And then we look at maybe some more, only a 3-point loss to Braham. That's one where they had over 30 turnovers in that game. Definitely one that they absolutely should have won. Only a 7-point loss to Zimmerman, another one where they should have won. And then Pierce, a 1-point loss. This is a over 500 team, if not for some turnovers and some late game heroics by other teams. So let's not get it twisted. This Mora team is a 500 team, if not over 500 team, with just some unfortunate games. And you'll when you talk to the coaches, they'll say, nope, we just got to be better. Plain and simple. It is no if. There is no we could have, should have. We just have to be better. We have to learn to close out games, this and that. That's what they'll tell you. And I can see why, because, you have to understand that, you could have, should have are only words. Winning and, losing comes down to playing the game, and they'll be the first ones to tell you, we need to make sure that we get over that hump and win these games, because in the playoffs, it isn't going to come down to, we should have, we could have. It's going to be, we have to now. So for this Mora team, though, they are much better than the 6-17 record that they show on the stat sheet. This is, again, in my opinion, is a 500 or over 500 team when you look at them, because, they have just played so tough. I can't wait to see what they are able to do in the years to come as they grow and only get better. We are wrapping up our pregame warm-up, so that is going to send us to a commercial break to hear a word from our fine sponsors. After that commercial break, we'll have our national anthem played. Then we'll get you your starting lineups for tonight's Great River Girls Conference matchup here on KBEK.
The Duluth, February 13th through 16th.
Shop the latest gear and explore a massive selection of boats, docks, lifts, ATVs, RVs, fifth wheels, travel trailers, and more.
Save big with exclusive show-only pricing. Grab cash and carry items to take home and enjoy family-friendly entertainment.
Come for the deals, stay for the fun.
If there's too much to see, come back a second day for free.
February 13th through 16th at the Deck in Duluth.
Your ticket to outdoor adventure awaits at DuluthSportsShow.com.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
Whoa! Better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City and start saving. Right now, grab a Meat Lover's burrito or new Ranchero beef and cheese burrito. I want one right now. Wash it down with everyone's favorite Celsius, buy one, get one free. And Holiday still has the $3, $4, $5 meal deals on some of your favorite items. Better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store and save. Open 24/7, 365. The Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare, information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Go online to pine.edu for more information. Pine Technical and Community College, connect with success.
They are currently honoring Coach Pautsky as he is, again, retiring after this year for Mora basketball. We're going to actually let you tune in and hear Coach Dalby's words for Coach Pautsky.
But I've only had the privilege of coaching with him for the last 2 seasons. And so we did coach against each other a lot. But we wanted to pay a special tribute to you tonight, Coach. We know that it's 31 years. Everybody deserves that retirement. And it's kind of fun to see somebody walking away from the sport willingly. We know coaching today is a tough profession, but to be able to just do it on your terms, I think, is the greatest thing and the best tribute to you and your service. So after just 2 years, I know how much you mean to me and how much I don't cry, just get wind in my eyes sometimes. But how much you mean to me and how much you mean to these guys especially. And so, Coach, you said you were willing to talk for a second. Abby's got something she wants to share with for you as well. But just know that there's a big hole to fill with your absence. So we love you.
Again, Mora honoring Coach Pautsky as he will retire after 31 years of coaching basketball after this season. We'll get it to another assistant coach who will give his words for Jason Pautsky.
We can against each other, yes. I know we've always made the statement that if we were to write a book, we've seen a lot of interesting things over the years. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to miss coaching with Jay. I'll still see him. We'll see him in school all the time. I'll miss seeing him on the court. I'm just glad to have this time that I've had with you. I really am. And I will miss you out here. But we'll see each other all the time. Here you go, Evan.
So, as we all know now, Coach Pautsky has been an integral part of our program for over 30 years, and tonight will be his last home game as part of our staff. Pautsky isn't afraid to tell us the truth, but he is always the first one to pick us up after a rough practice or game. He is a coffee lover, pest collector, nerd poster addict, and a geometry enthusiast. He calls all of our out-of-bounds plays, mentally calculates any math problems, and is always ready to use his stopwatch, who he has named Stewie. We will miss his contagious laugh and his constant excitement. And even though this will be his last game on the bench, we know he will always continue to support our program and be a part of our basketball family.
Now a word from Coach Pautsky himself.
Thank you. 31 years is a lot of people to thank, and I'm not even going to try because I missed too many people. But you can imagine all the people I've coached with over 31 years.
Again, Mora Mustangs honoring Coach Pautzke. 31 years in their basketball program he has coached, and after this season, he will be retiring. You can't see it, but there is a standing ovation he is receiving from the crowd, and that bench for Mora, there is not a dry eye with those young ladies, and that just goes to show the impact that coaches can make in a very short amount of time, which is so incredible. Coaches, it's so cool to be able to work with all these coaches, because as much as we get to work with them on a business side of things and a sports side of things. Business, I say business more or less just because, again, it's, this side of things is more business, so you don't necessarily get to see that side of them, but a lot of times you do get to see that side of them through the players, and that's how you know how special it is for these young ladies. I mean, again, some of these young ladies have only been in the basketball program a short amount of time, and again have only known him for a short amount of time, but the impact that he has made over his 31 years here at Mora, you can tell is just, it runs deep. And he'll be missed on the court, they said, but he'll be around school, so they will hopefully get to see him again more than just missing him on the court. So, but it's pretty cool that they're able to honor him here tonight. And again, after this season, he will be retiring after 31 years in the Mora basketball program. So congratulations to Coach Pautzke. I know he's a baseball coach. I know he does the Mora Blue Devils during the spring for Eastern Mini League. We'll see if he continues there, but 31 years in a basketball program. Pretty darn cool. As we take a look at your starting lineups for Braham, it will be number 2, Avery Schockman, number 4, Emily Davis, number 10, Ayla Anderson, number 14, Morgan Rysdam, and 23, Alex Rysdam. They are head coached by Zach Loy. On the other side for the Mustangs, they will be starting number 2, Mackenzie Holte, number 11, Elia Kastenbauer, number 14, Megan Sperling, 22, Addison Axtell, and 24, Amber Fix. They are, of course, head coached by Lance Dalby. On the Braham side, they will be wearing their white away uniforms, the blue letters and numbers outlined in that bomber gold, the blue stripe on the side of the jersey and short, blue trim on the neck, sleeve, and bottom of the shorts. Mora will be in their blue home uniforms. White letters and numbers outlined in black, the white stripe down the side of the jersey and short, the white trim on the neck, sleeve, and bottom of the short. And we are set to go. The tip-off is won by the Bombers, and it's Anderson who will start with it for Braham and give it off to Emily Davis. And it's going to be stolen away by Holte. So Holte with an early steal for Mora. Can you say they've got a little motivation here for Coach Pautzke? I'd say so. Addison Axtell, her game on Friday, led the team with 14 points. She had an incredible second half there. Her and Fix came up big for them with some key rebounds and some points, but now stealing it back for the Bombers is Morgan Rysdam, and she'll drop it in for 2. So the Bombers are on the board first with a 2 out of the steal. And here come the Mustangs. They're trying to break that press of Braham. They'll get it up the court now to Sperling. Sperling getting it over to Addison Axtell on the far side. Holte holds on to it on the far side now. Give to Sperling, top of the key. They'll give to Fix. Now, you can't leave these young ladies alone from 3 because they will make you pay for it. They're trying to work it inside, and it is going to be stolen away again here by Rysdam. That's Morgan Rysdam, and the Bombers will take it up the court. Given to the near side corner to Alex Rysdam. This is through some hands. Holte has a chance at a steal, but it's going to be taken back by Morgan Rysdam, so it will stay with the Bombers. Morgan takes it near side. She wanted to go to Schockman. She was covered for a moment, then give to Schockman, now underneath to Anderson. Anderson guarded on the baseline really well. Give outside to Davis. Emily Davis going to drive inside, take a shot from just inside that three-point line. Then the ball is knocked out of bounds by Fix. It will stay with the Bombers. That ball left the gym. That ball... It went out that open door out there, and it was left. It was sick of the abuse already. So, again, it is going to stay Braham ball. 16:32 to go in the first half. 2-0 Braham lead. Inbound here to Anderson, trying to get the quick turnaround hook shot. No good. She'll give out to Rysdam for 3. That's going to come up short. It will go out of bounds, and the ball will go back to Mora. Now, great job there, though, by Morgan Rysdam reeling the shot clock, seeing that was low, and she took the shot she needed to, but unfortunately came up short. Axtell will bring it up the court. That's Addison Axtell in a triple team, then tried to give it over to Fix. It's going to be stolen away once again by Morgan Rysdam. They give to Alex, and she drops it in for 2. Great feed, sister to sister. Morgan to Alex for 2 to make it 4-0. So an early turnover again for Mora will turn into points for Braham. Fix will give it up the court to Holte. That might have been knocked out by Morgan Rysdam. It was. It will stay with Mora. So Mora will hold on to the ball after it was knocked out by Morgan Rysdam. Fix will inbound on that far sideline. She'll give to Axtell. Axtell at the Mora M logo at half court. Working, trying to find someone open now. Give to Kastenbauer. Kastenbauer looking at the basket. She'll give to Fix. Fix at the top of the key. Now trying to drive inside, trying to find a lane. The shot is up. No good, but she was fouled, and they're going to get this one on Emily Davis. It'll be her first, team's first, and she'll go to line to shoot 2. It's Amber Fix with the first opportunity for Mora to get on the board. They got close in their first possession, but couldn't quite get up a shot. Fix is first, just off the mark. It will stay 4-0. And, ooh. Did she get back in time? She did, okay. Well, Fix is going to drop in the second one, but Braham did get a young lady across early, but she got back in time. Ayla Anderson crossed, but they were lucky enough to get back before the shot was off. I'm not sure if it's shot off or if you just have to cross. I mean, it must be before the shot gets off. Either way, a shot was missed and then taken back by Avery Schockman to drop it in for 2 to make it 6-1. Braham on top. Addison Axtell. Only a sophomore, but man, can she battle wherever. And then this pass up to Holte, a little too strong from Axtell. Will turn it back over to the Bombers. You know, Mora got off to a really hot start Friday, and they held a lead until 3.5 minutes to go in that first half against Pine City, and then Pine City led from there on out throughout the entirety of the game. So 3.5 minutes left in the first half to the final buzzer. Now we'll get a foul here on Addison Axtell. Her first, team's first. It's on the floor, so Braham will just inbound. Alex Rysdam getting set to inbound. She'll find Davis. Davis on the elbow near side. Give now to Morgan. Morgan give back to Schockman. Schockman give to Anderson. Anderson stuck in this near side corner, trying to drive baseline and give underneath to Morgan. Morgan nearly stepped on the baseline out of bounds, but did a great job of keeping her feet away. And now we're going to get a jump ball, and the possession arrow, it points the way of Mora. So Mora will get it back off the jump ball. That's one thing about Mora is they somehow are lengthy. And now the deep pass to Sperling. It was blocked by Morgan Rysdam, and then a 3 is no good. Rebounded here by Schockman, and then that shot is no good. Rebounded by Amber Fix. Fix trying to take it all the way. This one's going to be almost blocked. Davis nearly got the block, but instead got a little too much contact on that one. And they'll get Avery they're going to get Avery Schockman. I thought that was on Davis. So it happened before the Davis. So Schockman with her first. And now Fix is at the line for 2. First one's up and good. 5 and 31 check in for the Bombers. We'll get those names to you here in a moment. As Fix will try and get her second of 2. And no good. So 1 of 2 again for Fix, and the rebound that time by Davis. It's now 6-2. Braham still on top. Giving your side to Alex Rysdam, Alex gives top of the key. Now over to Lauren Lennes, who wears number 31. This ball is up for grabs. It's going to be stolen away by Kastenbauer and then stolen right back by number 5, which is Mackenzie Gawley. And a 2 there. Morgan Rysdam for 2. Make it 8-2. And here come the Mustangs up the court quickly. They had to stop. Great drive by Sperling, but the offense didn't get back with her in time, so she had to stop because the defense got back quickly. Great transition defense by Braham, but unfortunately there for Sperling, no one of her teammates were able to get open or back in time for her to get off a shot or even make an open pass. So unfortunately they had to slow things down in that fast break opportunity. Addison Axtell with it, gives to Holte. Holte inside, trying to give to Axtell. 3 seconds to shoot. 2, 1. Fix got it off in time and drops it in for 2. Great shot there by Fix and didn't rush it. Now 8-4. Up the other way. It's nearly poked out and stolen away, but the Bombers get it back. Mackenzie Gawley with it. On the far side, trying to get it to Gawley. Then it's poked out. Give now to Rysdam. That's Alex Rysdam to Morgan. On this near side for Davis. Trying to drive inside in the paint. Shot is up. No good, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds, they're going to say, by Mora. So it will stay with Braham. Tegan Osling checks into the game for the Mustangs. Inbound goes to Morgan. Morgan streaking inside. Then the pass is nearly stolen away. It is going to be stolen away by Tegan Osling. She had a bunch of those last Friday against Pine City, and it really kind of frustrated Pine City. And if she can continue to be a nuisance defensively, she can also open things up offensively for them. She had a good few points there Friday as well. Holte with it at the top of the key. 8-4. Braham with the lead. Sperling has it on the far side. They'll give it to Axtell. Axtell, she can hit it long, but that one's going to come up short. And a nice rebound by Morgan Rysdam. She went up for that one. Then the pass deep to Alex Rysdam. And great awareness by Morgan Rysdam to realize she had her sister wide open. Not only that, the pass had to be just on. It had to be a touch pass as well from Morgan, and she found Alex there. And now Morgan Rysdam is going to step in the way of that pass. A fourth steal for her, and then the give to Alex again for 2. Make it 12-4. 2 steals, 4 points for Braham. Again, the two sisters, Morgan and Alex Rysdam, just great communication between those two. And then this ball is going to be knocked out of the hands of Axtell by the Bombers Davis, and it will stay with Mora. Emma Axtell next checks into the game. Talk about sisters playing well. Emma and Addison play well together. She checks in for Sperling. So Emma and Addison now in the game. So we got 2. Oh, and this one stolen away by Morgan Rysdam, and she puts it up and in for 2, making it look easy on that one. 14-4. It's been a 6-0 run here for the Braham, and another steal for Morgan Rysdam. Make it 6 on the evening already. And again, she'll find Alex Rysdam underneath the basket for 2. 16-4, an 8-0 run for Mora will lead to a timeout called by Mora, excuse me. So Braham on a 8-0 run. All of them because of turnovers, and it will be a Mora timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout for the Mustangs, so we'll keep it here. 16-4. It's been all steals by Morgan Rysdam. 4 of them have led to 8 points, and they've kind of split it up between her and Alex Rysdam for the points. Morgan Rysdam has done a great job of getting the steals and then feeding it to her sister Alex, who's just kind of waiting underneath the basket. Alex Rysdam kind of stays behind the play so as to be open for Morgan. And with Braham knowing how well they can play aggressively defensively, they know they can be aggressive, and they know they can get that transition defense back and get easy points with wide open players underneath the basket, and that's what they're doing. They're saying, Morgan, you go attack the ball. Alex, you stay behind for the open shot, and that they're executing that to perfection right now. 16-4 they lead, but Mora, if they can get back on offense, get a few more baskets here, they'll be right back into this thing. They don't stay out of it for long. Meanwhile, they do get up the court quickly. Holte she wanted to go to Osleen, but had to pull it down. Give it to Emma Axtell. Another steal for Braham. This one's going to be Leniz. Leniz tries to give to Gawley, but a little too far out in front. It'll be stolen away by Addison Axtell. Now up the other way. Tegan Osleen with the basket and in for 2. A great feed there. And they're going to push the pace. Alex Rysdam tries to push the pace a little bit. She got the pass, but then traveled. So the ball will go back to Mora. They had another opportunity for what would have been a fast break point, but unfortunately a travel there by Alex Rysdam. We'll give it back to Mora. And now Amber Fix pulls it down. She tries to give it to Osleen. Now it goes through her hands. Give it to Holte. Holte to Addison Axtell to Emma. Emma's going to throw up a 3. It's there. 16-9. And as I mentioned, Mora is not out of it for long. Alex Rysdam, though, finds a shrieking Lenez underneath the basket for two. Oh, boy. These two teams show no signs of slowing down here in this one. 10:20 to go in the first half. Emma to Addison. Addison being bothered. Gets through a double team. Brings it up the court. She's got Holte wide open on the near side for three. It's just off the mark. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Addison. I don't think Addison knew her sister Emma was there. Otherwise, she would have let that one go.
Number 4, Chloe Yoder in for Mora.
Chloe Yoder in for the Mustangs. She comes in for Holte. 18-9. The last 2.5, 3 minutes have turned into a shootout between these two teams. As the Braham Bombers have it back, Emily Davis gives near side to Alex Rysdam. Rysdam tries to go inside to Gawley, and this one's going to be knocked out of bounds by a Mora hand, so it stays with Braham. Checking in now for the Bombers is number 22, Jenna Beck. Now, unfortunately, there have been a few injuries for Braham late in the season, and they won't have some of their players back. But this inbound going to be stolen away by Osleen, and again, she does such a good job on getting steals. Sometimes it's hard for the offense to keep up because she does such a good job of kind of staying behind the play like a zone safety, and then as the ball is getting there, she just steps in. They're going to say it was off of Mora, so we'll go back to Braham. 18-9 is our score, under 10 minutes to go. Emily Davis with it now gives near side to Alex Rysdam. Rysdam looked for a screen from Beck. She wanted to go to Beck, but great job by Osleen defending. And now trying to drive baseline is Emily Davis. Kept her footing in bounds. Great job. Now give to Beck. Beck will try to go inside to Morgan Rysdam. It's going to go out of her hands to Alex, and Alex misses. She'll get her own rebound. And now we got a foul on Mora. Will it be a shooting foul or is it on the floor? Emma Axtell will get her first, team second. It is on the floor, so it will just be an inbound for Braham. 19-18 to go. Funny enough, that's the score. Mora, 9, and now Bombers, 20. With the Jenna Beck score, 20-9. Addison Axtell. Oh, nobody there. It was easy pickings for Morgan Rysdam. That was too easy. Addison Axtell just not aware of where her teammates were at that time. And then, unfortunately, turnover. That's one where you just gotta give one more look. And now the pass to Yoder is a little too strong. Guess who got the steal? It's Morgan Rysdam again. Then the give, trying to get it to Alex Rysdam, but it goes through her hands. And it will, they're going to say it was last touched by Mora, so it will stay with Braham. Interesting. I didn't think that Mora had touched it last, but checking back in for Mora is Sperling. Braham will get to inbound. They'll give it to Beck inside. Now on the far side to Schockman. Schockman steps just inside the three-point line. The shot from two. Gets a friendly bounce and drops in 24-9. Emma Axtell will inbound to Osleen on the far side. Now give to Addison. Addison brings it forward. She'll slow things down at half court. Give to Emma. Emma looking. I think she wanted to go to Sperling. This ball's going to be tipped. Emma gets it back. Trying to go to Osleen, nearly tipped and stolen away by Beck. Instead, again, it's Morgan Rysdam. Who else? Shot is up, no good, but she's fouled. She'll go line and shoot two. 9. That's how many steals Morgan Rysdam has in the first half. Megan Sperling with her first foul, team's third. And Morgan Rysdam gets a friendly bounce on that free throw. Make it 25-9. 8:09 to go, first half. And that one is pure through for Morgan. 26-9, I mean, this has just been, the pace the last few minutes has been incredible for these teams. But the turnovers for Mora, that's something that they're looking at and going, we can't have these. Pass inside to Osleen, nearly stolen away by, you guessed it, Morgan Rysdam, but this time she can't hold on, and it will stay with Mora. So Mora catches a break this time. They'll try and find some. They're trying to get it underneath to maybe open up the outside shots. Osleen from the free throw line, a little too strong. Great rebound, though, by Emma Axtell, trying to get through traffic, and they're going to get her for a travel, which will turn the ball back over to Braham. A little bit of frustration there for Emma Axtell. She was, guarded really well. Thought she may have gotten a foul, but did not. And Unfortunately, traveled with it. Now Morgan Rysdam up the court. Give it to Alex. Alex with it. Trying to drive. She found a lay, but it closed quickly thanks to Axtell. That's Addison. Now give here to Lauren Lennes on the far side. Give to Morgan. Morgan getting through defenders. Gives near side Shockman. Shockman going to drive inside, but they're going to get her for a travel. And she looks to the coach, and Coach Zach Loy says, hey, this is why it was a travel. It's okay. 26-9, 7:30 to go in the first half. Braham on top of Mora in this Great River Conference matchup. Again, the second meeting between these two teams. Braham won the first one pretty handedly. This pass from Axtell is going to be stolen away by Alex Rysdam this time. The shot is up on the far side. No good, but Jenna Beck gets the rebound, drops it in for two. 28-9. Here comes Addison Axtell. Scans the defense. There is no one underneath the basket, and we're going to get, I think, going to get an elbow here. Tegan Osling with her first, with an elbow, unfortunately. So the ball, it's an offensive foul, which is unfortunate because now you get the ball right back to a red-hot Braham offense. Morgan Rysdam inbounds to Emily Davis. Davis fakes the pass and then gives inside to Anderson. Back outside Davis. Davis looking for a screen from Anderson. Now drives inside. She's bumped twice. Finally the foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Emily Davis going to the line. They're going to get Emma Axtell again for her second, team's fifth. And again, it's Emily Davis at the line to shoot two for Braham. Oh, they're going to say Megan Sperling instead, not Emma Axtell. First one is up and good from Emily Davis. That's her first point of the game to make it 29-9. And this one is good as well. Was the first one not good? I thought the first one was good, but they only have 29 on there. So we'll stick with what that scoreboard said. She could have easily just hit the net, too, on the last one. Now we'll get a foul here on Braham as Mora trying to move the ball. This time it's going to be on Morgan Rysdam, her first, team's third. So it was two. That's right. So it was two for Emily Davis. So it's 30-9. Meanwhile, Mora will inbound Emma Axtell to Osling. Osling working at the top of the key. Bounce pass inside to Emma Axtell. That ball is going to be knocked out, but they're going to get a foul call. I believe this one might go against Gawley. No, they're going to get Avery Shockman with her second. Team is fourth. Fix, Kastenbauer, and Holte in for Osling, Emma Axtell, and Yoder. And Lenez checks in for Avery Shockman. And the Mustangs will inbound near side to Addison Axtell. Axtell over now to Sperling. Sperling back to Kastenbauer. She looks, gives to Axtell near side to Fix. Fix wanted that lane but guarded well by Davis. Now she'll give to Sperling on the far side. Trying to open up the three-point. Kastenbauer, 5 seconds, 4 seconds to shoot. Fix, give to Kastenbauer. She's going to have to put up a shot. One shot clock is off. No shot. Battling for the rebound, but unfortunately the shot clock went off before the shot got off, and that battle for the rebound all for naught. And it's unfortunate because Kastenbauer hit the ground pretty hard. Again, nothing intentional from Braham. They were just battling, but didn't realize that the shot clock had gone off beforehand. So, but battling. Hey, you want to see the players battle. That's all you ask for. Emily Davis with it offensively for Braham. She'll give it back now to Gawley. Gawley give near side to Morgan Rysdam. Morgan, great fake. Give now to Anderson. Anderson on the far side to Lenez. Lenez trying to drive inside. Give to Emily Davis. Shot is up and good for two. Davis had to get through some traffic, but she eventually got it to fall. 32-9. Under 5.5 to go. Axtell with it. Gives on the far side Kastenbauer. Kastenbauer to Fix. Fix wanted to go to Sperling. Instead bounce pass to Axtell on the far side. That's Addison. Now to Holte. Holte being patient offensively. Addison Axtell for three. Good-looking shot just off the mark, and Emily Davis will pull in the rebound. I like that. I like being aggressive. Meanwhile, Morgan Rysdam give inside to Gawley, and Gawley is fouled and she'll line to shoot 2. We're going to get this one on Kastenbauer, her first, team 6th. And again, Gawley's at the line to shoot 2. First one is up, no good. Last year, Braham fell in their section championship. They really felt like they could have had it, but this year, a lot of the same returners and some new, but a lot of the same. Shot is also no good on the second one for Gawley, and it was rebounded by Amber Fix. Give on the near side to Kastenbauer, now in the offensive zone for Mora. To Holte, now to Fix. On the far side, Sperling wanted Axtell. Instead, she'll have to go top the key to Kastenbauer. Kastenbauer trying to get around 2 defenders, nothing doing. Give to Axtell. Axtell, she's pulled up over a defender before. I wouldn't be surprised if they try and get her to do that again. Fix, Sperling, Kastenbauer on the far side. Got the defender to jump. A little floater, and she drops it in for 2. 32-11. But one thing about Braham is they're going to push the pace. They move about as quickly as some of the boys' teams do. And now they give inside to Gawley, and Gawley will drop that one in for 2. She says, I'll answer it right back with a 2 myself. 34-11. Mora back with it, though. Now that I think now that they know that they can try and get some moves inside and get some floaters to fall, I think that will help their confidence grow. As Axtell with it, give to Fix. Oh, it went through Fix's hands. Fix got it back. Then they're going to get a foul here on Emily Davis. Her second, team's 5th. Beck will sub in for Anderson, and Alex Rysdam in for Davis. Fix will inbound on the near side. She'll give to Axtell, Addison Axtell. Give on the far side to Sperling. Sperling to Kastenbauer. Oh, man, if that pass got there a little sooner, she's going to pull up from 3. Anyways, it's just a little too strong on that one. Rebounded by Lauren Lenez. Again, they move quickly up the court. They're going to waste no time. They want to push the pace. But they are, these Braham girls are one of the faster basketball teams in all of Class Single A. There aren't many that are faster. Again, I talked with Loy at the beginning of the season, and so we see a pass from Morgan Rysdam. A little long for Lenez, but in talking with Loy, he admitted it. He said, we may not be the biggest, may not be the tallest, but we are athletic, we are speedy, and then that's how they can beat you. They may not be able to beat you with the height, but they can beat you with the speed, and we've certainly seen that over the last 2 seasons. Kastenbauer's shot is not a clean block from Beck. They're going to get a foul on her, and that will send Kastenbauer to the line for 2. Beck with her first. Team's 6. Now each team has 6. 3:22 to go in the first half. 34-11. Braham on top. Kastenbauer no good on that one. Oh, looks like we'll get late substitution. Osleen and Emma Axtell in for Addison and Sperling. This is the first break for Addison Axtell here. She's played the first nearly 15 minutes of game. Kastenbauer no good on both. It's going to be rebounded by Morgan Rysdam. What a surprise, she's around the ball again. She is so good. She just, even if she's not around the ball, she's going to somehow get to the ball. Pass inside to Gawley. May have been partially blocked, and now it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Braham, so it will go back to the Mustangs. Great defense inside by Mora, getting their hands up, not coming down with them. And again, I think they even got a hand on the ball at some point, as it leads to a turnover for Braham. Emma Axtell, good pass inside to Kastenbauer, but you're going to say it was tipped. I don't know by who. I think Beck may have gotten a hand on that one, so a block for her. Meanwhile, a 3 from Alex Rysdam is no good, and then it's going to be knocked out of bounds after the rebound by Emma Axtell. And it will stay with Mora. It was knocked out by Gawley, so it will stay with the Mustangs. And Emma Axtell will bring it forward. Under 3 to go. Pass on the near side to Osleen. Osleen going to try and drive baseline. Gets around Beck. The shot is up. Awkward shot. No good. And Morgan Rysdam again with the rebound. Rysdam slowing things down just a tad. Give to Lenez on the far side. Oh, again, then a foul there on Fix. Yeah, Fix got a little too much contact there on that one. That'll be her first and the team's 7th, and it'll be a 1-1 now for Lenez.
First team 7th, attempting the 1-1 for Braham, Mora Lenz.
First one, no good. Rebounded, though, by Golly. Her shot was no good, and then rebounded by Alex Rysdam. Now this ball is going to go out of bounds on the far side. Last touch by Mora, so we'll stay with Braham. Morgan Rysdam inbounds to Lenez. She'll give right back to Morgan on the near side to Alex. Trying to find Morgan inside, but she's guarded well by Holte. Top of the key to Lenez, now on the far side to Morgan. She's going to pop off a 3, just off the mark. And that'll go out of bounds. Mora will just let it roll, and it will go back to the Mustangs. Yoder will check in for Kastenbauer. Fix will inbound to Emma Axtell, and she'll bring it forward. Give back to Fix. Fix looking, give now to Yoder. Yoder does get it, pull it back in after that went through her hand. She wanted to go, ooh, I don't know, she did pull that foot. She wanted to go to Osley, and they're going to get her for a travel. I don't know if she lifted that back foot, though. I thought she kept that plant foot down. They're going to say she didn't, but man, that was too close to call for me. That's why I don't ref, because it's too close to call. So I'd wind up either not calling it and I should, or calling it and I shouldn't have. That's why I'm not a ref. I'd freeze on a lot of those calls. Meanwhile, Braham does have it back, moving the ball around nicely. Alex Rysdam with it, going to give it over to, that is Lenez. Lenez will back up, give to Alex Rysdam. Shot is no good. Golly with the rebound for Braham. She'll bounce pass to Morgan. Morgan, give over to Alex. 6 seconds shoot, 5. Alex Rysdam on the far side. Lenez got to take a shot, 2-1. It did not get the rim. So because that shot did not hit the rim, the shot clock will expire. You have to hit the rim to reset the shot clock, and because that one didn't, it will be a shot clock violation on Braham and give the ball back to Mora. 34-11, under a minute and a half to go here on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Emma Axtell up the court, trying to get it to her teammate, but Jenna Beck steps in front of that one, gets the steal, give to Golly for 2. Beautiful feed from Beck to Golly, and Golly drops it in for 2. The transition defense for Braham has been on point all night. Now this ball intended for Osling. Fix tried to get it around the defender Beck to Osling, but just a little too far outside, and that one's going to go back to Braham. Addison Axtell will check in for Emma. But again, that pass just off the mark. She was trying to get it around Beck, and Beck did a good job to get her hand out there. And a lot of times you don't have to get your hand on it. Just to get your hand out there can affect the pass just as bad. Golly, pass to Morgan Rysdam. I don't know how Morgan Rysdam got that one off and in. That was an incredible angle, and I don't know how she got that one in. But she does, 38-11. Addison Axtell give to Fix on the far side for Yoder. Yoder trying to give inside Osling. That's Holte. Holte give back outside to Osling. Now Osling trying to drive baseline. Trying to get around Beck. Back outside Fix. Fix at the top of the key for 3. No good. Going to be rebounded by Morgan Rysdam, but who else? Rysdam up the court with it. Working on the near side corner. Give to Golly. Lenez. Lenez guarded well. Give inside. Golly wide open underneath the basket, but she can't get the shot to fall. And because she tries to go aggressively at the rebound, she's going to foul Fix. So it will be Golly with her first and the team's 7th, and that will put Fix at the line for a 1-1. What a turn there. Golly was wide open underneath the basket, and sometimes you can be too open and have too much time to think, and that's what it seemed like there for Golly. As she missed that one, and then on the rebound tried to be aggressive and get after it, but Fix was in position, and she drew the foul. Fix for her first. Oh, it can't get the bounce. It's no good. Rebounded by Beck. And they won't get a shot off here before half. In fact, we'll get 0.2 seconds left as that ball went out of bounds. So Mora will have to inbound and absolutely chuck it if they even get a chance. Nope, they're not going to. So no chance there, unfortunately, for Mora at the end of the half. But we do have our halftime score, 38-11. Braham on top of Mora here in this Great River Conference matchup, the second of the season between these two teams. We're going to take a commercial break. Hear word from our fine sponsors. When we come back, we'll recap the first half of action, go through some stats as well. You're listening to girls conference basketball here Nice 95.5.
Baseball and
KBEK.
softball coaches, are you looking for dry, warm practice time?
Here's the Pitch in North Branch can help. Here's the Pitch offers amazing indoor options for your team
Offering state-of-the-art pitching machines and batting cages.
and space for you to give instruction without worrying about the weather outside.
Take your athletes to the next level.
Coach up your team during every season or off season. Affordable practice space for your ball teams.
Make your reservation today.
Call Here's the Pitch today or visit them on Facebook.
Here's the Pitch in North Branch.
Brad here from Lee's Pro Shop in Pine City. We're a full-service lettering shop with a full line of athletic supplies for any sport. We have professional staff here at Lee's Pro Shop to customize your orders. We are the pros who specialize in athletic apparel and equipment. We even do trophies and awards as well as computerized engraving in the store. Let Lee's Pro Shop help you with any athletic apparel. Lee's Pro Shop, servicing our communities since 1973, where the passion for sports begins.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Aurelius Manufacturing has been providing innovative solutions to customers since 1926. Specializing in the production of custom welded hydraulic cylinders for over 40 years, our focus is on providing value to customers through innovative problem solving, quality workmanship, and customer service. Our team works with your team to develop designs that provide the most value for your application. We leverage technology and craftsmanship, turning designs into finished products quickly and accurately. Aurelius Manufacturing is a proud sponsor of the Braham Bombers.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
Back here on Nice 95.5 FM, KBEK. Taking a look at some of our first half stats as the Bombers lead the Mustangs on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, 38-11. Leading the way for the Bombers was Morgan Rysdam with 12, then 8 for Alex Rysdam. Then Shockman, Davis, Gawley, and Beck each with 4, 2 for Lauren Lennes. Who needs rebounds when you can get steals? They had a good chunk of rebounds, but they had 12 steals, and 9 of them came from Morgan Rysdam. I mean, she had a streak of about 3, 4, 4.5, maybe even 5 minutes where she went off. Not only did she score some off those steals, but she also found her sister, Alex Rysdam, wide open underneath the net. So what they did was, during that stretch, they basically told Morgan, hey, you're going to go up the court, be aggressive, try and get some steals. We're going to have Alex Rysdam stay back behind the play. That way, when you get the steal, you're going to throw it down to Alex, who's wide open underneath the basket. And they followed that game plan to perfection. And, I mean, it looked like they were playing a video game out there. That's how easy they made it look. But Mora stuck with it. Let's not say that Mora's out of it, because Mora did a good job, even after those steals, to come back and score a couple of points. Speaking of Mora, leading the way for them was Amber Fix with 4, 3 for Emma Axtell, 2 for Tegan Osleen and Kastenbauer. They had 5 steals. They were 2 of 7 from that free throw line and 7 team fouls. Braham, by the way, was 4 of 7 from the free throw line and had 7 team fouls as well. So, unfortunately for Mora, one of the biggest keys to the first half, or maybe even the reasons that they're down, is the turnovers. A lot of turnovers there in that first half led to this score being the way it was. And And a lot of times, turnovers can make the difference, but I think in this one it was more about Braham not only getting the turnovers, but scoring when they got the turnovers. A lot of times we see teams who grab turnovers and they don't score off of them, which can be effective, but obviously as a coach, as a player, when you get the steal, you want to go out there and score the points as well, and that's exactly what Braham did. And because of that, they jumped out a little bit more and extended their lead, and they now have a 27-point lead over the Mora Mustangs. And again, for Braham, just trying to sweep the season series, and I don't think the conference title is up for grabs. I think that is in the hands of Crosby Ironton. I don't think there's, unfortunately, any chance for Braham or Ogilvie to catch back up, but Braham can still hold on to that second place in the conference and try and finish there. But again, it's just about getting a strong end to the season as well. If I remember correctly, they'll only have one more game, and that's this Thursday as they host Barnum. That's their final game of the regular season, believe it or not, for Braham. That is it for Braham. This Thursday, they host Barnum. That's it. Then we focus on playoffs. For the Mustangs, they'll have two more. They'll have on the road at Pillager tomorrow. Depending on the weather, we'll keep you updated on that. And then Thursday, they'll be at St. Cloud Cathedral. So, I mean, next week, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, that's playoffs for girls. We're into playoff time now. I was talking about this, I think, at the beginning of January, right after Christmas break, after the New Year's, and I thought it was crazy. When I started talking about it, I thought it was nuts. Now that we're at playoffs, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago. It seems like maybe we should have started talking about playoffs earlier. But, yeah, this is a little bit of a lopsided one right now. But, again, like I said, you can't count Mora out. They're a team that plays so hard throughout the entirety of the game. Yes, they're a little bit younger and have a little bit of inexperience, but the seniors, I think, do a really good job of coaching up the younger players and saying, hey, no matter what the score is, we got to continue to fight. We got to continue to put our heart and soul into this game and battle and just continue to battle. We can't let off the gas. We got to come out here, play as if this is a one-score game, and try and come back in this one. And I think that's the mentality coming into this one. You know, obviously don't focus on the scoreboard. I think you tell the teams all that, but, you know, for Mora, it's more or less, you know, not so much not focusing on the scoreboard, but act like this is a one-score game. Go out there, play aggressive, be aggressive, and continue to play your hearts out. They have done that all season long, and I don't see any reason why they won't continue that here in the second half. This Mora team, they've got some surprising length to them. Again, just knocking balls out of the passing lanes, tying up balls, getting steals. They're surprisingly lengthy, and it may not be because of their height or anything like that, but they're just they play much bigger than what they are. And again, we see the record 6-17. I've said it before, I'll say it again. They are much better than that record. I'd say they're about a 500 or just over 500 team in my opinion. But for Braham, they're trying to continue their dominance. They are trying to get to 20 wins during the regular season. It'd have to happen tonight, and then it would have to happen on Thursday. Both of those would have to be wins for them to get to 20 on the regular season, and then they would finish the regular season 20-5 and then go into playoffs as the number one seed in the East. So there's still a chance, but Braham has to focus one game at a time. They can't look past Barnum or Mora. They can't. Simply put, they cannot do that. They have to focus one game at a time and then get to playoffs. And then when they're in the playoffs, you can't take anybody for granted. You can't look at any team and go, they're the bottom team. You know, we're the first seed. They're the 8th seed. We can walk all over them. You can't do that. That's how teams get beat in the playoffs. So for Braham, I know we're looking ahead a little bit to next week, but for Braham, you got to go into every game starting now as if you're the underdog. If I'm the Bombers, I'm going into every game as if the media has been talking all week that we're going to get, we're the underdog. We're 50 points underdogs. We're not going to win. We're going to be one and done. I'm going into every game as if that's the word around the media. I'm going into every game saying we're the underdog, and we're going to go out and prove why we deserve to be the top dog. I think that's just the mentality you have to have, especially at this point in the season because, again, if you get caught lacking one game, that's it. Your season's over. So I don't think Braham will. I think they'll continue to have that mentality they've had all season of just trying to be the best team. But we'll have to wait and see again. Second half action coming your way after a word from our
Loading the kids in the car. Brokering peace in the back seat. Mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Back here on KBEK, nice 95.5, Game Day Gilman out here at Mora High School for this conference matchup between the Bombers of Braham and the Mustangs of Mora. Braham trying to extend their win streak to 4 and make it even 5, hopefully Thursday for them, but Mora trying to put a bit of a road bump in there. As Braham will start with it, they'll go right to left on your radio dial. Mora left to right. Nearly an open half steal from Holte, but Braham gets it back. Alex Ryensdam inside, gives outside Morgan Ryensdam on the near side corner for 3. No good on the shot. Alex Ryensdam can... Oh, we're going to get a foul? Alex Ryensdam can't quite hold on to the rebound, but I think the reason being was because... No, they're going to say it just went out of bounds off Mora. Okay. So Alex Ryensdam did get the rebound, and she'll inbound now. This shot is no good, taken by Addison Axtell. They'll go quickly up the court to Holte, trying to give it back to Sperling. She was open from 3. Unfortunately, that pass just a little too strong. That will lead to Mora trying to reset. Back out Sperling. Sperling gives on the far side. Axtell open from 3, just coming up short. But Kastenbauer gets the rebound, and she was tripped up. Should be a foul on Braham, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. They're going to get this one on Morgan Ryensdam, her second, team's first of the second half, 17-20. Oh, she's not going to shoot 2. They're just going to call it a floor foul. So Fix will inbound to Sperling. Sperling will give near side to Axtell. Axtell trying to go inside to Holte. This ball is up for grabs. A great job by Kastenbauer to get that ball back for Mora. She wanted 3 instead. She'll pull it down, give now to Sperling. Sperling pausing, give to Holte, poked out by Morgan Ryensdam, but getting it back is Sperling now. Kastenbauer inside. The runner shot is up, no good. It's off in time, but it's no good. Ayla Anderson with the rebound for Braham. Back up the other way. Morgan Ryensdam lost it, and Addison Axtell will get the steal. Now we get a foul here, a travel, excuse me. We're going to call Addison Axtell for the travel, and unfortunately the turnover will be another turnover. And that's the thing for Mora, unfortunately, is they did get some key turnovers there in the first half, but a lot of them turned back into turnovers or missed opportunities. Braham will have it back inside. They give to Shockman. Shockman shot. Oh, no good. In and out. Now the rebound, though, by Alex Ryensdam. Give it back outside to Davis for 3. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Shockman. Shockman inside. Shot's no good. Rebound. I think you're going to get a foul on Braham here. You're going to get this one on Morgan Ryensdam, her third, team second. So the ball will go back to Mora. Axtell will give to Kastenbauer. Oh, Kastenbauer had a shot for 3. Beck was worried about Holte, so Kastenbauer was open, just, I don't think, realized it. And now this ball going to be poked out by, guess who? Morgan Ryensdam, and she'll take it the distance for 2. That's her, goodness, that's her 10th steal, ladies and gentlemen. 10 on the evening. That's crazy. Kastenbauer has the opportunity to shoot over Beck, but that's a pretty good matchup there height-wise. Fix gives near side to Kastenbauer. Now Kastenbauer is going to try and drive inside. They're going to get a foul here on Anderson. Anderson didn't quite agree with that one. It's her first. And Kastenbauer will shoot 2. 42-11. Kastenbauer, no good on the first. She was 0 for 2 in that first half. This one is going to come up short, but Sperling is there for the rebound. Great rebound, and then a 3 is off the mark. Rebounded by Davis. Morgan Ryensdam tries to take it all the way up. Then she gets inside, feed to Alex. Now from the free throw line, Anderson for 2, no good. Rebounded by Morgan Ryensdam. Outside for Davis for 3. That's going to be no good. Morgan Ryensdam, another rebound. Give near side to Davis. Davis will check it over to Shockman. Schockman inside to Alex Rysam, underneath Anderson. Lets the defender go by, and she drops it in for 2. Great awareness by Ayla Anderson to see the defender, let her go by on the jump, and then drop it in for 2. Now Kastenbauer is going to be aggressive and take the 3 off the backboard. It's no good. Rysam another rebound. I like that aggressiveness there from Kastenbauer. She's had that opportunity so many times here tonight. She just hasn't taken it, but I like the fact that she took it there. Although a miss, but I like the aggressiveness. Anderson with it underneath now gives outside to Davis. Davis finds a lane inside. Shot is no good. She's going to get her own rebound. Give outside to Morgan Rysam for 3. That's off the mark. Another rebound here for Braham to Anderson. Now to Davis for 3. That's in and out, and now a rebound for Kastenbauer. What was that? 3-4 opportunities for Braham. They couldn't convert, and now Mora will get it back, so they catch a little bit of a break there. Kastenbauer nearly traveled. That ball is going to get poked out by Anderson. She'll give it out over to Axtell to fix. Now to Sperling. Near side, Kastenbauer. She'll give over to Sperling. Sperling is going to take the 3 over the defender again. It's going to come up short. And another rebound from Morgan Rysam. She's going to work on a double-double here. She'll give on the far side to Davis. Davis back near side to Morgan. Now bounce pass to Schockman, to Alex Rysam. On the far side, give inside Rysam, underneath to Davis. That one was blocked, but Morgan Rysam got it back and drops it in for 2. Didn't quite see who got the block. I think it might have been Axtell. 44-11. Sperling will wait for the opposite. Gets that, now gives to Fix. Fix trying to drive inside. Beautiful lane that splits open for, and Amber Fix drops it in for 2. Now back the other way. Morgan Rysam no good. Alex Rysam no good on the rebound. And Alex Rysam gets another rebound. Give outside, top the key. Schockman for 3. It's no good. We got a Mora player slow to get up. That's Holte. She is up now. And Amber Fix will get the most recent rebound. It's 44-13. Kastenbauer will give to Fix. Fix waiting, being patient, gives to Kastenbauer. Sperling now over to Axtell. Now to Holte. Holte give far side to Fix. Again, they're being patient. Under 10 to shoot, though, now. To Sperling. To Axtell. Will Axtell try and take a shot? One pass too many, and it's going to be stolen away by Emily Davis. She gets to the basket, and she's fouled by Holte. She'll line and shoot 2. That's Holte's first, team's first for Mora of the second half. And it will be, Emily Davis at the line to shoot 2. First one's up and pure. Make it 45-13. Couple subs on both sides. Emma Axtell will check in, as well as Osling, Gawley, and Beck in for Braham. This one going to be no good. It doesn't even touch the rim, so it will be back to Braham. 1 for 2 there from Emily Davis. 45-13. And Fix will give in to Axtell. That's Addison Axtell. Get back to Fix. Fix wanted to go to Emma Axtell in the near side corner. Instead goes to Sperling. Now to Osleen on the far side. Elbow for 3. It's going to be no good. Rebounded by Mackenzie Gawley. And now we're going to get a travel here on Gawley, and that will give the ball back to Mora. She was in a battle there through some contact and unfortunately couldn't do it without taking too many steps. Fix will inbound to Addison Axtell. Give near side to Emma. Emma fakes the one way, then goes the other, but Morgan Rysam is there, and now this race for the ball will be a steal for Morgan Rysam, 11 on the evening. Give inside. Addison Axtell nearly got the steal, but Gawley got in there just in time to force a jump ball. It won't matter, though. It will be a turnover anyways because the possession arrow points the way of Mora. So, again, that's what Mora can do is they can just get in these passing lanes and force those jump balls so often it bothers teams. Osling with it on the far side, give it to Fix. Fix had to go through her legs. It split the legs, and now she'll take it. Trying to give inside to Axtell. Luckily, that ball was taken back by Axtell. It was tipped by Gawley, and now a 3. It's going to come up well short for Sperling. Trying to keep it in is Fix. almost with an Olympic jump there, but she steps on the boundary, and it will go back to Braham. So Braham will inbound, 45-13, they lead. Now under 11.5 to go. Morgan Rysdam fakes the pass underneath to Beck, and now going to be stolen away here. Megan Sperling all the way for two. 45-15. Pass inside. Beck lets the defender go by and drops it in for two. And she answers with her own, 47-15. Axtell give near side to Osling. A pirouette, I think is what it's called. She gets facing the basket. Shot inside, blocked by Beck, but it is taken back by Mora. Then the shot is no good. Rebounded by Sperling off the front of the rim, no good. And then it was rebounded again by Rysdam. Now a foul here on Mora. They'll get this one, I believe, on Fix, which would be her second, team's second, only on the floor. So Braham will inbound. Morgan Rysdam into Emily Davis. Quickly up the court they go to Lenez on the far side, wide open now to Beck. Beck will give back to Gawley, and that one just too far out in front of Gawley. Tried to keep it in, but unfortunately that is just out of her reach, and it will go and be a turnover back to Mora. Bombers will call a timeout. This will be their first. Be full, so we'll take a timeout.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
So we do have an update. That Pillager game tomorrow for Mora, not going to happen. They have rescheduled it to Friday. So with schools closing because of the temperature, I know there are a good chunk of schools that will be either 2 hours late or closed, but they'll open up later in the afternoon just to get some games in because this late in the season it's so hard to reschedule. So some schools will, again, be closed and or start late, but some will open up later in the day to get the activities done. Amber Fix, drive inside. Great drive, and then she draws the foul. Couldn't get it to fall, but she does draw the foul. This one going to be on Emily Davis, her third, team's fifth. Apparently. Nope, I guess it's only the fourth. Amber Fix will shoot two. First one is up and good. Alex Rysdam in for Emily Davis, and Yoder in for Addison Axtell. So 47-16 after the Fix free throw. And this one off the front of the rim, no good. 1 of 2 there, and the rebound taken by Alex Rysdam. Rysdam will give to Gawley. Gawley gives right to Emma Axtell. She didn't mean to, obviously, but it kind of stuck in her hand and went right to Emma Axtell. And now this pass from Emma to Fix is off the mark, and it will go out of bounds back to Braham. Avery Schockman in for Gawley for the Braham Bombers. And Alex will give in to Morgan. Inadvertent buzzer there. Avery Schockman inside. Oh, they're going to get her for a travel. Thought there was going to be a foul call, but no, they're going to get her for a travel, so the ball will go back to Mora. 47-16 is our score. Again, stay tuned to our morning shows tomorrow to find out what games are canceled, postponed, or whatever they'll be. Hopefully we can get them played because And hopefully none of them are postponed because we can only be out at so many. And we've already got some games that we're scheduled to be at Thursday, Friday. So hopefully they won't be rescheduled. We see a 3 missed here by Mora. It's rebounded by Morgan Rysdam. Because I want to be able to get out to some of these girls' games. Because some of these girls' games are important, but some of the games we have scheduled, we won't be able to get out to any. We also have a hockey playoff game tomorrow that's supposed to happen. Who knows if that'll... There's just so much going on. Hopefully none of these get rescheduled because it just makes a mess for me. Pass inside underneath, and the shot is no good there from Lauren Lennes. Then we got a jump ball opportunity underneath between Alex Rysdam and Emma Axtell. The possession arrow favors Braham, so it will stay with the Bombers. 47-16, Bombers with the lead with 9:17 to go in the game. Alex Rysdam will inbound to Lennes. Lennes driving to the basket. A floater bounces its way in. Make it 49-16. Mora coming back the other way. Emma Axtell give to Fix. Fix gives Sperling. Now on the far side, Osling. Osling. That lane closed quickly because of Morgan, but I think they're going to get a foul on Morgan Rysdam now. It'll be on Becca or Rysdam. We'll see. They will get this one on Morgan Rysdam, which would be her 4th. Team's 5th. Just being inbound as that foul is on the floor. Osling, man, she battles hard. She plays so hard for this team, as do everybody. But man, her will for this team is impressive. Shot is no good from 3 from Emma Axtell. It's a Morgan Rysdam rebound, and she's got a double-double on the evening. Schockman with it. Give back to Alex Rysdam. She's under some pressure. Now give to Morgan. Morgan going to try and get around some defenders. Shot is up, no good, and Sperling will get the rebound for Mora. Coming back the other way with it on the far side. She pauses. She'll look. She wanted to go to Emma, and Osling was open. Instead, she'll give to Amber Fix on the far side. Amber Fix stops on her drive, wants to go back outside to Sperling. Sperling gives near side to Osling. Osling for 3. It's good. Nice job by that Mora offense to pass that ball around and find Osling open. And now Jenna Beck underneath the basket. Can't get the shot to fall, and it's going to be rebounded by Emma Axtell. 49-19. Braham leading. Mora will try and set something up like they did last time. Yoder with it. Give now to Sperling. To Osling. Osling open again for 3. Tries to bounce it off the backboard, but it's no good. Emma Axtell's going to somehow come up with the rebound and trying to find someone. She give back to Osling. Now to Sperling. Sperling for 3. Almost. It's in and out, and Morgan Rysdam will get the rebound. Almost another good setup. But this time, no good. The rim not friendly. Schockman with it. Give to Beck. Beck will go inside to Lennes. And Lennes with the cool, calm, collected shot. Drops it in for 2. 51-19. Under 7.5 to go. Fix in the offensive zone gives to Emma Axtell. Now to Sperling. Now to Osling. Osling going to try and drive inside. The give now to Fix. And it's up for grabs. And Morgan Rysdam. Yet another steal, then the try. Oh, excuse me, that was Alex Rysdam with the steal. And then the give to her sister Morgan, but her shot is up no good, but she gets fouled. I think they get Amber Fix on that one. Her 3rd, team's 3rd. And again, Morgan Rysdam to shoot 2. First one's up and good. Kassenbauer in, as well as number 3. Lee Hegerness in for Mora. And in for Braham is Ayla Anderson. And Morgan Rysdam drops them both in. Adeline Hegerness for Mora in. So 53-19, Braham with the lead over Mora. Yoder has it, gives to Fix. Fix scanning. Now give to Osling, now to Kassenbauer. To Yoder. Near side corner for Fix. Fix going to try and drive baseline. Shot is up. No good. Ooh, a late whistle and a foul. Lloyd does not agree with the foul call. We're going to get this one at Ayla Anderson. Her 2nd. Team 6th. And it will put Fix at the line for 2. Shot is up and no good on the first one. Second one, can't get the bounce. And then Kassenbauer's going to get the rebound. And it was stolen away by Braham, by Emily Davis. Now driving to the basket, Avery Schockman. The shot was blocked. I think that was Osling who got the block. But now the Bombers have it back on the far side. It's Emily Davis with it. Give it to Schockman. Schockman finds a lane to the basket. Shot is up and good. Schockman, a nice drive there for two. 6 minutes to go in the game, 55-19. Fix, give near side Yoder. Yoder waiting, give Osling. Now give it to Kassenbauer. She wanted the three, but guarded well. So now give to Fix. They'll move the ball around and try and find something a little bit more open. Osling had it knocked out by Anderson, and now this ball going to be stolen away by Anderson, as unfortunately Kassenbauer was tripped up. Schockman give far side to Davis. Davis calling for a screen. Now she'll give to Lenez. Lenez to Alex Rysdam. Give inside to Lenez. Beautiful feed, but the shot is no good. Lenez going to get her own rebound. Now we're going to get a jump ball, and that possession arrow will point the way of the Mustangs. 55-19. We'll see 33 check in for Braham. We'll get you that name in just a moment. And Ava Kunke into the game. For the first time here tonight for Braham. Meanwhile, Mora bringing it back up the other way. 55-19. Osling wanted to give inside. Finally finds Yoder, and Yoder drops it in for two. 55-21. Nice job by, first of all, Osling to find the lane to pass through, and then good job by Yoder to get through some hands to get that one up and in. Schockman with it. Trying to get around defenders. Give outside to Davis. Davis, three. Good. Good looking three from Emily Davis. 58-21. Under 4.5 to go in the game on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Give near side to Yoder for the Mustangs. Yoder got the defender to fall. The shot is up. They're going to get a foul here on Braham. I think they're going to get Anderson, her third, team seventh. And I think Yoder's going to shoot two. Yeah. 58-21. Chance to add a few more. Just a little soft on that one. No good. Avery Johnson checks in the game for Braham. Yoder, good on that one. So 1 of 2 there for Yoder. And a timeout called here, I believe, by the Mustangs. It will be a full timeout while they take one. We'll take one as well.
A Lennox Air is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
The Duluth Sports Show is back February 13th through 16th.
Be amazed by Sarah Twister, the incredible performer who balances on her arms while shooting a bow and arrow with her feet.
Explore the latest in marine electronics and catch expert demos from top fishing and hunting pros.
Plus, enjoy Field and Flame cooking demos. Try your luck in the trout pond and get your trophy rack scored for free.
Come for the deals, stay for the fun.
February 13th through 16th at the Deck in Duluth.
Your ticket to outdoor adventure awaits at DuluthSportsShow.com.
Back here on KBK, nice 95.5. Game day going out here at Mora, where the Braham Bombers lead Mora 58-21 in this girls' Great River Conference matchup. Braham won the first game and now looking to try and sweep the season series. It's 58-21, 3:37 to go. Trying to make sure we got everyone back out there that was out there before the timeout. Looks like we do. So Braham with it. It's Emily Davis. Give to Schockman. Shockman near side gets a screen from Avery Johnson. On the far side, back to Davis, inside, Johnson. Kunke for 2. Beautiful feed from Johnson to Kunke for 2. Makes it 60-21. Yoder fake to give one way, give to Osling on the far side, now to Kastenbauer, now to Hegernus. It's Adeline Hegernus looking, pausing, waiting, give now to Fix. Fix near side to Osling. Osling back to Kastenbauer. Kastenbauer wanted the 3, unfortunately has to pull it down, give to Yoder. Yoder going to try and battle inside, nice move, and she gets fouled. She'll go line and shoot 2. They're going to get Avery Shockman. Her third, team's 8th. Yoder was 1 of 2 last trip. And got the friendly roll on that first one. Nice job. Golly in for Braham for Shockman. Sperling will check in for Hegernus. Yoder good on both. 60-23. So they've now more than doubled what they scored in, well, not doubled. They matched what they scored in the first half. Left alone from 3 is Davis, but quickly guarded. Now she'll give back to Golly. Golly under some pressure, trying to give it back to Davis. Davis nearly out of bounds with that dribble, but she'll find a way to get it to Golly. Still in some pressure now. They get out of that near side corner. They'll give on the far side to Kunke. Kunke, a 6 to shoot, drive inside, nearly stolen away by Yoder. Top of the key, Golly now on the near side for Davis, and shot clock violation. Holte will check in for Yoder. Shot clock violation because the shot was blocked over there. I think Fix got a hand on it. 60-23, or they have it as 24, so we'll switch it. Osling tries to get back to Casimir, nearly backcourt violation, but Casimir does a good job to prevent that from happening. On the far side, Osling trying to spin out of some traffic and then has to throw this one up, but it is taken back by Emily Davis. Braham comes back the other way, trying to go inside to Avery Johnson. That is knocked out of bounds by Osling. So we'll stay with Braham. 47 seconds to go. Looks like they will run the clock here, apparently. Nope. And now they stop. Now they run it. Now they stop. It is running. Okay, I don't think they must not have just been sure if they were supposed to or not. It's all right. I wouldn't want to have that scores table job. No, thank you. I got enough going on here. I couldn't imagine running the scores table. Kunke with it, driving inside, looking for a shot. Nothing doing. She'll give inside instead to Lenez. That is blocked and stolen away by Osling. Give on the near side, Fix. Fix trying to find a lane to the basket. Shot is up. No good. And now a jump ball going to be called. Fix and Kunke there. And inbound should set us up for the finish. So that is going to do it. The Bombers will get the victory here in this one, 60-24. So final 60-24, Braham gets the victory over the Mustangs. We'll take a commercial break. Here we're from our fine sponsors. Back after that.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
You gotta stop somewhere, so make a stop into the Holiday Station store in Pine City and start saving. Right now, grab CK Oil, save $2 when you buy 2, or CK Diesel DEF treatment for only $23.99. While you're at Holiday, they still have the $3, $4, $5 meal deals on some of your favorite items, and Refresh Team Spirit with Mountain Dew are 3 for $6, or Celsius, buy one get one free. Whoa! Better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
And here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch. The premier indoor batting cages in North Branch. Whether you're trying to make the team or take the team to the next level, Here's the Pitch has state-of-the-art pitching machines for both baseball and fast-pitch softball. $35 gets you cage time with your own pitcher. $40 gets you cage time using one of their top-tier pitching machines. Screens, plates, helmets, they've got the equipment, you provide the batter. Find Here's the Pitch on Facebook or visit here'sthepitchmn.com. here'sthepitchmn.com.
Hey there, sports fans. Brad here from Lee's Pro Shop in Pine City, and we have a Lee's Crazy Sale going on. It's time to gear up for hockey, basketball, wrestling, or volleyball equipment, as it is all 20% off. That's right, 20% off all your favorite hockey, basketball, wrestling, and volleyball equipment. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, Lee's Pro Shop has everything you need to take your game to the next level. So don't wait. Stop by Lee's Pro Shop today. Save big on your favorite sports equipment. Hurry in for Lee's Crazy Sale. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Back here on Nice 95.5 KBEK, Game Day Gilman. Out here at Mora High School, the Braham Bombers get the victory over Mora 60-24. They sweep the season series and improve to 19-5 on the season, looking for that 20th win on Thursday. Taking a look at the leaders in stats for the Bombers. It was 18 for Morgan Rysdam, then 8 for both Emily Davis and Alex Rysdam. You had 6 for Avery Schockman, Lauren Lennes, and Jenna Beck, and then 4 for Mackenzie Golly, then 2 for Ava Kunke and Ayla Anderson. 12 rebounds for Morgan Rysdam for a double-double, 7 for Alex Rysdam. They had 18 steals. 11. She had a triple-double. 11 steals for Morgan Rysdam here tonight. Unreal. 11, ladies and gentlemen. 11. She had 11 of the 18 steals for Braham. That is nuts. So a triple-double for Morgan Rysdam tonight. They had 3 blocks. They were 7 of 11 from the free throw line and had 15 team fouls. On the other side for the Mustangs, leading the way was Amber Fix with 7, 5 for both Tegan Osleen and Chloe Yoder. Then 3 for Emma Axtell, 2 for Kastenbauer and Sperling. They had 9 team steals, 4 blocks, all coming in the second half, 2 from Osleen, 1 each from Fix and Axtell. That's Addison. They were 6 of 17 from the free throw line and had 10 team fouls. So, again, it was more or less Braham kind of showing their dominance early on, especially with the turnover, or takeaways, rather. You had a stretch of 3.5 minutes where it was Morgan Rysdam getting about 5-6 of those steals there and then turning them into points, and she threw it down to Alex Rysdam, who was wide open underneath the net, and they just made it look easy. Honestly, they made it look easy, and they did a really good job, and that was their game plan, because Alex Rysdam stood back behind the play, and they just told Morgan, hey, go up, be aggressive, get the steal, throw it back to Alex for the easy 2, and they did that. They executed that to perfection in that little stretch that they had. So it was fun to see Braham play that way. Obviously, they took their foot off the gas a little bit here in the second half, but give credit to Mora. They could have easily came into this second half and just kind of rolled over and said, we're done. Game's over. We're not going to come back. But they continued to fight. They matched their total from the first half in scoring and even added 2 more points to make it 13 in the second half to 11 in the first half. So, and I always kind of look at it and say, if you can match your output from the the first half and the second half, you're going to be in some pretty good. You're going to be in good hands, and they were able to do that and add on a few more. So, for Mora, again, they're still a little bit inexperienced. They're still a little bit young. They're still growing. They're still learning. They're still trying to find some consistency with this team. Even though they have 3 seniors, they're still trying to find that within this team. And sometimes those growing pains happen. But I will tell you this, and I will continue to say it. You cannot count Mora out, especially in the playoffs. They're going to play every single team that they face, any team, I should say, really, really tough. And don't be surprised if they wind up being, the 18th seed and wind up being a 1 or 2 seed. You might think I'm crazy, but they I don't know. They play that strong and that tough that something crazy like that could happen. If they may not, maybe they won't beat them. Maybe they'll just keep it close. But I tell you what, this is a team to keep an eye on, even though their record does not show how good that they truly are. But for Braham, one more win to finish out the season, and they will finish with 20. And that would put them right at the top of their section and give them the true number 1 seed in the section all throughout the subsection playoffs and then into their section championship. If, again, they can make it that far. There are some teams they got to get through still, but they are well on their way to that. Again, both these section playoffs for these teams will start next week, so stay tuned. We'll keep you up to that. Also, if you're watching this game on our YouTube, on this YouTube channel, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you are notified every single time we go live with a local sporting event. So hit that red subscribe button if you're watching the YouTube. That way, every time we go live with a local sporting event, you will be notified. You'll get that notification. All you got to do is click on it, and then it will take you right to the live audio or video. Again, if you're wondering what's going to happen tomorrow with all the games, with all the cancellations and schools being 2 hours late, well, you can stay tuned to our morning show. If you don't hear it on our morning show, I'm sure something will be posted on our social media just to keep you up to date, because sometimes ADs don't get into the morning and then they got to reschedule, postpone, or do all that stuff in the morning. So sometimes we don't get it on the morning show, and we'll post about it later on our social media. So if you don't hear anything during the morning show tomorrow on each of our stations, stay tuned to our social medias, which leads me into my next thing. Stay tuned to our morning shows on this station, 95.5, with Rockin' Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM with Josh Amiron at 7:45 and 8:45 for your local sports updates, where we'll talk about this game, other games going on in our local listening area, plus some regional and national sports. Another way you can stay tuned is our websites, both KBK and WCPRadio.com. We have the broadcast schedule up there underneath the sports tab. Click on broadcast schedule. It will show you all the links that we got for the games coming up this week. It is subject to change. That is updated every Monday afternoon. Also, we'll have articles from games we've been at, interviews with players and coaches, and then stay tuned to our social medias, both our Facebook pages for both stations, our Instagram for both stations, plus our Twitter at WCMP Radio for all things local sports. Again, interviews, breaking sports news, coaches retiring, coaches being hired, LOI signings, broken records, all that and more on our social media. So be sure to like, follow, subscribe. I don't know another one, but do whatever you got to do to stay tuned to our social medias as often as you can. Again, I want to thank all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do. Can't do it without them. And I want to thank you, the listener. If you're not tuning in, well, they tell me don't go out to these games because nobody's listening. So I appreciate you tuning in. You keep giving me a job to do. So I appreciate that. I want to remind you to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness can truly make or even change their day. It's a small act of kindness can truly make the difference in someone's life. You may not think so, but seriously, a small act of kindness can change someone's day around. It can change their week around, maybe even their month. Be surprised at how that little act of kindness can change that person's outlook for a while, and they'll think about that small act of kindness, which you might just think, oh, I was just being nice and maybe holding the door or giving a compliment, but to that person, it means the world. I promise you. As being in that situation before, those kind of compliments mean the world. Just again, small gestures, even just being kind. We all need that more in this world. The final on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard: the Bombers beat the Mustangs 60-24. For Nice 95.5 KBEK, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Again, thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night, and please, please, stay warm.